So it's been months since I've done uh, this mistake that I made. I just recorded 17 minutes worth of a video and there was no audio. So I'm testing it again and I think it should go through now. But anyway, good morning, Wegovy. Steph here. Welcome to Friday. I'm here to talk about my successes on Wegovy, how my last week went, because I'm in week 21, and any tips and tricks that I can think of, I'm going to pass them on. So before I get started, I want to thank all my new subscribers and anybody that has been commenting. Huge shout out to you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and bring people along, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are looking to lose weight. They've tried, and it hasn't happened. And their doctor may have prescribed or suggested that they try one of the new weight loss injections like Wegovy or Manjaro. There is a, what is it? Saxenda, I think. They're all based off of semaglutide and or semaglutide. I forget what it is, but anyway, semaglutide, and they have proven to be really good weight loss regimens. So anyway, like I said, welcome. Um, and if you have friends that want to know a little bit more, want to hear about somebody else's journey, please bring them over. Tell them to subscribe, sign up for alerts so you know if I happen to go live or when the next post is. So let me get started. So yeah, like I said, I did that whole 17-minute video and then I went back to listen to it. I was like, there's no audio. What happened? And I have my little microphone here. I don't like to wear it. I just kind of point it towards my mouth here and leave it on the desk. But I'm going to kind of work backwards. So the last thing I was talking about was this thought that, now that I've relocated, I'm going to rejoin a gym that I used to belong to because they have a pool, they have the saunas, they have the massage, they have all of that. And everything you can imagine just for weightlifting, working out and everything. And so I go there, and it's so funny, like these gyms, the way that they set up their memberships is a complete ripoff. So that's another thing. So they had three plans. One was like a basic plan that you could do month to month. Like if you do that basic plan with no commitment, you don't have access to the pool. You don't have access to the saunas. You don't have access to the hydro massage, none of that. But if you sign up for the next level, which is called Premier, and then they have an elite tier. They come with all of the amenities of the gym, including the app, and you can sign up for classes and all sorts of stuff. But it's a year commitment, and okay, so both of them are year commitments. So let me stop right there. All three of them, the way that they're positioned is, hey, join our gym. There is no sign up fee, no member fee or anything. But when I was talking to the young lady, she was like, oh, that's only for 60 days. I'm like, what is that helping? 60 days, you're going to come back and charge me like $70. Like, I don't understand that. And then the other non-appealing thing is that the basic membership doesn't give you the ability to take full advantage of the gym. Like I don't need the personal trainer. I don't need to be in classes or have the app or anything. I want to go to the gym. I want to work out, maybe hop in the pool, sauna, go home, right? And it's not like the massage is a person. It's a hydro massage table that you lay on for like 15 minutes and then that's the end of it. But yeah, so I decided no, because I was thinking about this. I have a kettlebell, 35-pound kettlebell. I've got dumbbells, 15 and 16-pound dumbbells. I've got the bands, the stretchy bands. I've got that exercise ball, and I've got what else? And there's a bike. I got a bike. So I can get all of those things. I have a pool in my community. I can walk down the street, hop in the pool if I want to. And because I live in an extremely hot state, probably the hottest state in America, I can go outside at high noon. And trust me, honey, it is hotter than a sauna out there. So, yeah, so I can just make do with what I had. And I was kind of like disappointed because I was like, like who doesn't want a hydro massage? Sometimes that feels really good. So let me tell you about my adventures with the Wegovy. So as you may not know or may know, I take my injection on Thursdays at 9 o'clock in the evening. And the reasoning behind that, and this is for my new subscribers, was that taking it at nighttime before I go to bed, in my head, after doing research about it, I was like, I really, I'd rather go to sleep. I don't want to have any nausea or anything like that. So if I take it, go lay down, boom, wake up in the morning, whatever. And so far that's worked for me. So as I've reported to you before, I've only had 2 times where I had gastrointestinal kind of issues. I got really, really constipated early on, but I used Dulcolax and did a cleanse, and I haven't had any problems since. And then the other day, I kind of had, last week, I had that gastrointestinal thing. It was kind of like I had this cramping, and I was like, what's going on? But it passed. So last night, no problems. I feel great this morning. And then let me also address this. I am not a doctor. I am just a regular person who's on Wegovy that wants to share their experience with you. So I really recommend that if you have heard about Wegovy or you're considering it, of course you got to get a prescription, but really ask questions of your doctor about side effects or anything like that, or the best possible way to get the best possible results from taking it, because it's not just taking it and that's the end of it. It is taking it and being diligent with some of the things that you need to do along with it. So, okay, there's that. Now, I'm going to ask everybody to just give me a moment, because I believe that there is somebody at the door, and just want to make sure that I don't have a lot of disturbances. Hey, Mom, can you please get the door? And I'm recording, okay? So let me get back into this. So as far as my personal regimen has been, I've been very careful about, and this is super important. I will tell this is for anybody, super, super important. If you really, really, really want success from it, get rid of all the sugar. Don't sugary drinks, all that sugar stuff, get rid of it, right? Now, as time has gone on, I have had a packet of sugar to add to something, but I have not done what I used to do, where I sweeten all this. Occasionally I treat myself, but I don't go overboard. And so we're going to have a little bit of a disturbance for right now, because my mom's friend is here and she brought her dog. Anyway, so I've been eating a lot of leafy green vegetables, lean cuts of meat, very, very, very careful about what I'm taking in. I actually stopped drinking coffee, okay, because I love coffee with cream and sugar in it. Not a lot of cream, but just enough to get it like my complexion, maybe a little bit lighter. But I know that adding that fat and adding that sugar was not going to sit well with the Wegovy. So instead, I've been having 33-ounce bottles of Smart Water, and I put a scoop of L-carnitine and a scoop of branched chain amino acids by Extend, and the CLA tablet that I take, as well as the L-carnitine, is from a company called InnoSupp. That's INNOSUPP, and you can buy that online. I have not seen that anywhere in the store or anything like that. So I just want to recommend that for you. And again, please make sure that you reach out to your doctor and find out if that's a good thing for you. Okay, but it works for me, and it helps with that kind of like the energy thing. So one of the side effects from Wegovy is that some people have reported that they get fatigued. I'm one of those people who have gotten fatigued. And so instead of drinking coffee, I just drink that, and it's grape flavored. And then I'll put a splash. Let's see, Kelly. Ooh. See, okay, Kelly, hey, thanks for joining. I love coffee. I love the taste of it. I love the buzz from it. I love the whole thing. But my thing was, again, the cream and the sugar. And so that cream is heavy fat. That sugar is definitely not going to bode well when you're on Wegovy, because it's kind of countering the things that are contributing to weight. So thanks for dropping in. I hope you stick around. But let me just say it to you this way. I would rather not have that and get the results that I want than have that and then it really slow down. So again, to get that little bit of a, it's not even a buzz, it's just an alertness or I'm not tired. Again, BCAA, L-carnitine, CLA tablet, multivitamin, I'm good to go. And by the way, an apple, and somebody said this to me, and I was like, "Come on, get out of here!" But an apple actually can give you the same kind of jolt that a cup of coffee, an 8-ounce cup of coffee, can do. So, you can try that and see if that works for you. But I think the big thing about coffee and this guilty pleasure thing is like, who doesn't like to be buzzy and like, yeah, you can hold a conversation with 35 people at once. But anyway, okay, so moving on here. Um, I've cheated a couple of times. I hate to say cheat. Let me find a better word. I've treated myself to a couple of things that I used to eat in overabundance. And I had a donut the other day, a glazed donut. That's my pastry guilty pleasure. And then I went to Dairy Queen and I love the little soft chocolate swirl. I ate that. But what my mind is telling me is, yeah, this is a treat and it's good, but Wegovy is also working, saying you're not hungry. You don't need to get the extra large serving. I can live without that because I've gone 20 weeks without really doing that. And so to have it now is kind of like, well, I didn't really need it, but it was good, and I enjoyed it. So I also want to tell you, it's just like even if you weren't on Wegovy, a lot of times people uh, get on these weight loss regimens, these new diets and everything, and they starve themselves or they don't eat anything that they used to. Now, unless your doctor's like, you got to stop that or it's going to kill you, I say um, occasionally, like maybe once every 3 weeks. Don't use it as a reward system and say, well, I had 6 days where I followed exactly what I was going to do. So on the seventh day, I'm just going to eat everything that I want, because you're kind of going against all the work that you just did versus, once in a blue moon, let me have this little treat or something that I like. And I think you'll find that you have better success if you approach it from that versus, oh my goodness, it's my cheat day. No, it's a cheat snack that you've had once every 3 weeks or something like that. Okay, so I dealt with the gym. I told you about my little snacky snack and the coffee thing. Um, Let me tell you where I am. So I'm at 234 now. I remember I started at 270. I'm at 234. And the biggest thing that I really, really want to impress upon you is that when you lose weight, a lot of times you don't see it, but you feel it in the way that your clothes fit. And that was a huge win for me because I have hundreds of dollars worth of clothes that I purchased 3 years ago and I was never able to wear them. So I'm able to wear them now. So that's a big thing for me. And I absolutely love that for me. And then if you go back and you look at my earlier videos, I can see it today. Maybe you guys can see it today, but my face is slimmer. All of this has come down. As a matter of fact, I've had this chain for almost 20 years. And my neck was getting to the point where this would be sitting up like kind of back like this. That's how it would hang. And so now I got a little hang time. So I have noticed that weight loss, primarily, like when I lose weight, it's usually up in my upper body, in my bust and everything, and then it works its way down. But with the Wegovy, again, I'm able to wear some of the new clothes I have. My pants feel great. As a matter of fact, I had to take them to a tailor to get them hemmed and taken in just a little bit. So I'm super, super happy about that. What else is going on? So yeah, again, Thursday, 9 o'clock, I take the shot. And I haven't had any side effects. And then also, let me address something. So, and I've heard reports of this, that sometimes people will give themselves their injection, and that when they're done, they hear that second click and they lift the pin. Some of the medicine's running down their leg. That has happened to me like 3 or 4 times. And what I think it is you're supposed to hold the skin taut and then you give yourself the injection. And when you do that, if you do it too hard, your skin, it kind of, it does, you don't go solid and it stays. There's a little bounce back and then the needle is not in. So be careful of stabbing yourself versus pressing it down and holding it. Get the skin taut and then holding it and let it let so that you get a full injection. Last night I had just a tiny bit. It was a little bit rolled down my leg, and I think it's because towards the end I was pressing. Before I heard that second click, I was pressing really hard, and I just remember just moving my hand slightly, and I was like, I felt something cold, and I was like, oh man, But when I lifted it up, it was like one big drop, so it wasn't like I wasted the whole injection. So this for anybody who has experienced that, people report that. It's just be aware that you don't want to do stabbing. You want to put it down and then you want to press and hold it so that you don't have that bounce back. Just press and hold. Okay. I don't know. Yes. You want to make sure 6 to 10 seconds, and then you can see the little yellow bar goes through, and then once it stops, there's a couple, like maybe a second or two more, and then it clicks, and then you can raise it up. So, like I said, it's been reported that a lot of people experience that, and I've had that happen a couple of times, but I'm kind of being mindful. And just last night towards the end, like I said, I noticed that I moved my hand a little bit and it came up. So, I didn't see that you tried to switch to tea, but it's, wait a minute, let me see here. Let me move my screen up. It's not as satisfying. So I like tea, and I'm going to tell you, Kelly, I like green tea with a little bit of honey in it, and I like regular tea, like iced tea, and I can put a pack of Splenda in. I try not to do too much of artificial sweeteners either, but that works for me. So anyway, all right. So hang on for 1 second, please. Hey. Excuse me. I'm recording. You have to leave. Okay, sorry about that. I tell everybody in house I'm recording, and then it's like, how older people do. But anyway, trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to report to you this week. No, haven't had anything else. Again, like, share, subscribe. Please invite your friends over, or if there's somebody who, they're watching you take Wegovy and they're like, I don't know if I should take it, and their doctor has suggested it, have them hop on, watch the videos, ask me questions, create a community, because those are the things that are really going to help you out with the success stuff. Oh, did I tell you about my weights? I did tell you about my weight. So make sure that you're getting a nice brisk 30-minute walk in, get the heart rate up. 30 minutes. You want to get that heart rate up. If you're unable to do that, check with your doctor about some exercises that you can do that can, get that heart rate up. And I'm not talking cardio. I'm just saying, you can lift and get your heart rate up. You might break a little sweat, but that's better than not doing anything or not incorporating any exercise in while you're taking Wegovy. Trust me, if you add a little bit of walking in, you are going to see results. So, I love everybody. And so I'm going to leave you with this. Kelly, thank you so much for joining me live. Remember to love and care for yourself first, and then make sure that you go out there and you love and care for each other. Wish you a beautiful Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Peace.